Omar here from my point of view, and today I have this 2020 Jeep Wrangler. I'm not for sure if I can still call it the Wrangler, but it's the Jeep Gladiator. This is a cool opportunity to actually review this car and actually drive this car. I don't know much about Wrangler, so this will be a learning experience for me, and you guys can teach me some things about the Wrangler as well. But let's just work with what we have right now. So this is actually, I believe, new for 2019, the Gladiator. I'm not sure if Jeep enthusiasts been asking for a Jeep pickup truck, but it is here, and it's actually very smooth and functional for a truck as well. But for the styling, me personally, I like the look of it. Tails fit the truck perfectly fine. I like the bed of the truck, and to me, it suits the truck like it was meant to be. I've yet to see a two-door version of the Gladiator. I'm not for sure that's even in market. Yeah, everything just suits it as it is, like a normal Jeep. You just cut off right here. You think it's a Wrangler, and then you just come over here, it's a truck. So if you don't like it, I guess don't buy it, but I think it's a very beautiful truck. So it's in the same class as like a Colorado, a Nissan Frontier, those type of trucks. So the bed side is not, you know, humongous, but for little work, mulch and whatever, you could throw back there some drinks, go with your friends. Mostly this would be like a tailgate party type of truck. When you open it up quietly. Nice bed coating in here already. I'm pretty sure this is standard on all the Jeep model trucks. We'll find out. We'll go to the dealership. Hopefully they'll let me review or look at the other Jeep models as well. Yeah, she got a little dirty, but it is a Jeep, so what do you expect? I'm not going to return like this anyways. Now, I know I said I don't have that much knowledge of the Wrangler, but this is the JL generation of the Wrangler. The previous one was the JK. I do have experience with the JK, and let me tell you, this JL puts it to shame. Even if this is not the base interior for the Wrangler, you get like a smaller screen, stuff like that. The package I have is the Overland, so I'm not for sure which trim level that falls under or above, but hopefully we'll find out here soon enough. But comparing this to the JK, it's more refined, better handling. It's still got that little Jeep wiggle about, and I get more to that when I go to the drive dynamics. But the interior is very nice for a Jeep compared to the previous generation. Nice steering wheel. You get the same type of buttons that you did on the Rams. Nice climate control button. Nice screen size. Change your terrain mode or your drivetrain down here. Nice gear lever. Manual handbrake. I mean, the lot what you expect from the Jeep. I'm going to start it up real quick. What's still the same is actually the window switches down here in the center. Press it, first to automatic down. There's no hood release button down here, just got to open up outside. So I'm gonna pop the hood open real quick. So you just pop these open, these are always open. Push this down a little bit to help this part come out. Do the same over here. That's out. The hood latch is right over here at the top, and you can just hook it up down the prop right there. You can touch the prop. But since it's being a Jeep, you can actually push it all the way back towards the windshield. Lay it down softly, like so. So now you have plenty enough room to work on your Jeep overnight. But probably not this engine model. This is actually the trusted 3.6 Pentastar V6. And what's actually optional is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. Now I'm not for sure which one's the premium version, like the base one. I believe the 2-liter is the base now. But this 3.6 is the one to go for. That 2-liter, it's got plenty of torque. I think it's more torqueier than this 3.6. I gotta get the figures later throughout the video. But this Pentastar has enough torque, enough horsepower to get with you where you're going. That turbo 4 kind of, I don't know. Me personally, I say it kind of avoid it. Today is July the 21st as I'm recording this. Now, for the past 2 weeks, it's been speculations. I believe it's confirmed now that Jeep is going to put the 6.4, the same 6.4 we saw in the Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, is going to go up in this baby. Will it fit? Trust me, Dodge will make it work, so I ain't gonna worry about that. But 6.4, not even a 5.7, 6.4 just throwing up in there. That's gonna be monstrous. And I know I just got to show you the engine. I just turned it off. I want to talk about the difference between the JK and this JL series. Let me talk about the key fob as well. So FCA has really improved the game between the Jeep and the Ram brands. And it's actually really paid off. It's a new generation Jeep, very nice, big and bulky. You don't need this key to start the vehicle, but just to lock the doors just in case. Unlock, lock, remote starts, and the horn. So all I have to do is just press this circle twice for the remote start. Press it, turn it off, and that's that. So actually sitting up here, me being 6'9", so it's already in my drop position. So if you're tall like myself, you know, I always want to see if you can fit in one of these. Long distance, I don't recommend it. It's best if you wear shorts, and that's a tall person thing. Like sometimes you can't wear pants in certain vehicles. If you change your attire, it kind of makes a world of difference. As you're driving along, for example, on the brake, my knee is touching here, but it's not uncomfortable. The problem is sometimes if you're sitting down relaxing, you may have a tendency to hit the volume button, so you end up turning it up, or you may just end up turning it down, and that gets a little annoying from time to time. On the left side, you're okay. So if you're tall, I mean, you could drive it. It's not as bad as like a Tacoma. Tacoma's not terrible, but this is actually better than a Tacoma, just oh so slightly. So excuse my face mask, but visibility is actually pretty good up in the front from what you would expect. Yeah, the windshield is pretty small, but looking from through the sides, I mean, that pillar is kind of in the way, but yet again, you can actually remove it. But backing up, you should have no problems. I'm not for sure you can see the quality of the backup camera well through my GoPro, but let me tell you, the Rams and the Jeeps have the best, and I do mean one of the best backup camera quality I've ever seen. Like, this should be a TV show. And look what we have right now. Here comes the train. Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and continue the review. I'm not sure how long that train's gonna last, but sitting up here is actually okay. I'm gonna go in the passenger seat real quick, then I'm gonna raise it up and check out the back seat. If you wanna ride shotgun and you're tall, the seat's all the way back as it could be. You can't push your seat down. Of course, practice a little crisscross, but you can actually make it work. You can make it work if you're tall. Got this little arm bar right here, which is nice to hang on to. The headrest is actually pretty good as well, and they say it on the driver's side, but obviously you remove the roof, so that won't be any problems. Also, look from over here, I'm pulling the windshield wiper fluids. It sprays nice with the windshield. It cleans it really well. Obviously, that's blood splatter. Not gonna worry about that. Lifting this up, you do have another USB down here, and you have a good storage space down here as well. So I lift up the whole little part. If you press this little part right here, then you have another little storage space down here as well for, I guess, your change or whatnot. Now let's go ahead and hop in the back, and the train's gonna still be here. Now with the passenger seat up just a little bit, headroom, you're actually pretty good as here as well. Now it is kind of hot back here because it's not like an actual like insulated roof right here, so just whatever's right, you feel the heat down over here. But you got the speakers up here, you got your light switch down over here, you got 4 for each individual passenger. You have air vents back here, which is greatly needed due to this heat back here. And you also have the window switches right here as well for this side, and obviously the left side for the left side. You do have an outlet down here as well, and nice size, nice cup holders as well. They have pretty good grip on it, just in case you're going off road, so that it won't spill over. It doesn't open up like at a big 90-degree angle like I would expect a Wrangler would be. And this is the Achilles heel right here. Be careful for this when you're opening and exiting out the vehicle. I had a friend, as I was showing this vehicle before, like this hit the backbone, so just be very careful about that. The train is gone now. You guys should put the seats down as well for more storage. So if you want to remove this whole little part right here, you can unscrew it. Of course, I'm not going to unscrew it back over here. You can open up this little window back over here. It's not automatic. More storage down over here as well, subwoofer as well. But as you can see, they lay completely flat, 60-40 split. And you got the little roll bar right here. So it's a nice little truck. So what I'm gonna do now is, even though I'm sweating, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the top. Then I'm about to head to the dealership. I'm about to put the top just back in the back seat. Anyway, so the driver's side is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 on that side and 4 on this side as well. So roll down the windows, turn off the AC, and this whole thing just lifts up. Alrighty, now the top is completely gone. It is in the back seat right now. Yeah, it's best to let the car sit underneath a shade for quite some time before you remove that roof, because it was a little hot for me. So I'm about to head to the dealership real quick. Hopefully see some other Gladiator models and possibly just a normal Jeep as well. So wish me luck. But I'm back here at Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Rhythm here in Madison, Tennessee. I got my mask on, so the audio, I may not sound properly good in here. But I'm gonna compare this Jeep Overland trim level to wherever other trim levels they have here on the lot. I got permission to do so. Obviously, due to COVID, I may not be able to get in and out as leisurely, but at least we can look at the exterior, and hopefully probably 1 or 2 is actually open. So, and the road noise, I'm gonna take my mask down just a quick second. The road noise, I can't help because this is a main little road, kind of highway as well. So just please bear with the audio. I'm gonna talk as loud as I can, but let's just focus on what they have here in stock. So this trim level, this is the Gladiator as well, but this is actually the sport trim level. But as you can see, so for 2020, base price is $33,000. As equipped, it's gonna be $43,000. Actually, it is open, so that's actually a plus. As you can see, the steering wheel is like a different little texture, but it's about the same size. You see the option of changing your drive mode down here, same gear lever. Switches down here is the same, climate control is the same, but the screen is actually smaller. It's in ship mode, I know how to take it off. Gauge cluster is the same as well, but the infotainment center in the center is actually smaller. Seat quality is the same as well. And you have the removable top over here. You don't have the park assist, you don't have the SOS like you did in the Overland. You have the smaller wheel package as well, but these actually still look good as well. Smaller wheels, smaller tires. Design up front is pretty much similar. You got the hard top, so you can remove it the same way you're removing the other one. This is also the sport, same wheels, just a little different color. But obviously this is the different part right here. You guys should remove this whole thing, which I don't like the looks of it when it's up. I prefer the hard top. This one is open, but this, what trim level is this? I like the red. This is also a sport, so it's the same thing as that one. The red's actually nice, so I was wrong. You guys should get the bed non-painted, covered. This is the Overland, same trim level as mine. That's the Rubicon, let's look at that in a second. Different wheels. Interior's all the same. Actually has leather seats. Yeah, these front models are open. Nice leather seats, leather wrap, everything. Yeah, everything's the same except for the seats, Overland and leather. This color really suits. Now Dodge puts this on the Chargers and stuff like that, and the Challengers. This fits the Jeeps better. This is the Rubicon right here. Hopefully the door's unlocked. Nice red inserts in here, nice red stitching throughout. You got a front and rear only differential lock. You have 4 auxiliary ports down here, which is different. Heated seats, no ventilated seats. The screen is actually, it seems bigger. Red tachometer as well. Rubicon stitching. I believe the format option is probably somewhere inside, but I will assume it will have the rubber formats as well. You got bigger wheels, bigger tires, even bigger shocks as well. But I'm actually gonna cut it short here right now due to the pandemic. Don't want to overstay my welcome. I just showed you different models of the Jeep Gladiator. I want to thank you once again, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Rhythm here in Madison, Tennessee. They have a great selection of cars as well, so you guys should come and check them out. Get that receipt, and we're gonna go ahead and do the driving portion of the review right now. All right, so I want to start off with the way it drives. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-liter or the V6, which I have right now. Comparing this JL platform versus the JK platform, this is easy to maneuver. It is not as hard to drive in a straight line. You still get that little play in the steering wheel, just also slightly. And I believe if you do aftermarket wheels and all that stuff, it'll become worse. But this vehicle I'm driving is standard, that's equipped, so it's driving straight and narrow. You have forward collision, radar got a cruise control, so it has pretty good safety features as well on this generation. So the Wrangler has definitely grown up a bit. I believe the JK generation also had a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Obviously, you get a manual transmission is an option. Same with this one, but this is actually a 8-speed automatic gearbox. The same 8-speed that's throughout the Chrysler lineup right now, FCA, and it is a pretty good transmission as well. But on this model, for some reason, I noticed when I'm driving down the hills, it holds the gears slightly longer than I would expect. Once again, I said, you know, 6'9" can fit in it fairly well for a mid-size truck. The best mid-size truck to actually drive is actually Colorado/GMC. Those have just superior leg room. The seats, I have no complaint about the seat comfort. Is actually okay. I'm not for sure how many miles I actually put on this Jeep, but everything here feels very nice and solid. Just like all the other Jeeps, the new Jeeps, I should say. That's pretty good acceleration as well. I'm in too high, kept it in too high majority of the time. AC blows nice and cold. Turning radius is actually pretty good. I think it's way better than the Toyota Tacoma and the Nissan Frontier. Most definitely Nissan Frontier. So you get that part. And also the Gladiator sits up higher than most of its competitors, obviously due to the shock. So guys, that's it from my point of view. It's late at night, I'm about to return it, so that's all I can say about this 2020 Jeep Gladiator. I really do like it, but just like the 4Runner, you can't just hop from another SUV into this. Take some adjustments to get used to. I can see the Jeep enthusiasts. I can see why people purchase them, lift them, put bigger wheels on them. I understand this. I understand the culture, so it has nothing but my respect. So this is a good Jeep. Once again, thank you guys for watching my video, and see you next time.